Hi, Kavya.
Welcome, Kavya. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, Timaya sir, namaste. Hegidira? Nice
Namaste,
to see you.
Wonderful,
after,
man.
after so many days.
So many days.
Yeah, ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ.
Wonderful.
ಅದು ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ದುಬೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ.
That's something special, Allah.
ಹೌದು ಹೌದು ನಿಜ.
So how is it going, Dubai?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So exploring connects, building relationships.
Good, good.
So all going good. Tomorrow we have a training session, energy office ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Oh.
Shashi Sardu, Nandu and Arundhatidu. There is a 2 hours training session. So both prospects and distributors are also attending.
Oh, that's great to know. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, thank you. So we are expecting actually more than minimum 50 ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇರೋದು.
Okay.
But the energy office has broadcasted the thing. ನಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ many more people we are expecting. So that's great thing that's going on. Okay, we are exactly at 9. Let's start. Let's hydrate ourselves first. Kavya, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Can you please repeat?
No, I just wish Chinappa good luck and wonderful too. So all the best to each one of you there.
Thank you, thank you. And to cheer up Chinappa, let us stay on video. Illa? Yes, yes, yes. Happy evening, everyone. So greetings from Dubai. This is Suma Gowda, your host for tonight. And whatnot, 97th week. So incredible 97th week, I would tell. Thank you, Chinappa ji, for being part of Panasia, for being mentor, for guiding us in each and every mode, whether it is a boot camp or the morning breakfast sessions and everything. So each one of you, being a mentor or a participant, you have contributed to this platform immensely. And first of all, yes, gratitude to universe, gratitude to Shashi sir, founder, CEO, Panasia, H2O Gold 44477, Arundhati, co-founder, and all the mentors and participants and our own community of Panasia. So all of you, welcome to this wonderful, exquisite 97th week. And we are just 3 weeks away from the 100th week. And जैसे बोलते हैं manifestation करो और सब कुछ मिल जाता है. Yes, Shashi sir had said 100th week foreign destination में होगा. Here we are in Dubai, just 3 weeks to go. Yes, it is going to be a big dhamaka. And of course, we are going to have FB Live, and also later it will be like on YouTube also. Whoever are following Shashi sir, you know the link already. Please subscribe and like and share so that we expand our community without having any boundaries and to the whole globe, isn't it? Chaliye. So today we are so happy to have Chinappa sir as a speaker, guest speaker in our 97th week Friday KANGEN talk show. Because all the time, everybody over here, we know, whenever there is an opportunity to listen to Chinappa, it is just a pleasure. And you will know one thing or the other new. And जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं, शशि सर थोड़ा प्यार से सिखाते हैं, पर चिन्नाप्पा सर वो जैसे एक हेडमास्टर को देखते हैं ना, तो ऐसा थोड़ा सा अटेंटिव रह के थोड़ा कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके सुनना पड़ता है, because that is the aura he carries, and we love you for that, Chinappa sir. And it gives me one more added pleasure to invite you, because being a Kannadiga, being hailing from Karnataka, the bonding is different, and definitely being from the same place, it gives me real good feeling to welcome you onto the show. Two lines from you, Chinapaji.
Yeah, thanks, Umar. So welcome one and all. So thanks for inviting me as a guest speaker for this 97th Venetian, the platform. So I would like to extend my gratitude to Shashi sir, Aru, Suma, and all the participants here who have made this happen today. Okay. So what do I say? So maybe like I've been is there with Kangen for the last round is 5 years. Okay, so this is my life journey with Kangen, and it has been is a wonderful journey. So a lot of experiences to be shared, because I come from as a background, maybe from a corporate, then moved into is entrepreneurship, and now Kangen as a business. So when people ask like, oh, I've been is there in the corporate. So what exactly is that? Okay. And second one is like people who are there in corporate would love to be there as a business person. So you understand is like only once you get onto the business, then you understand what are the pros and cons. So when I've seen is both the corporate and the business, and Kangen is something like which is so very wonderful. Why? Because there is something wherein like you can create a discipline for yourself with the right mentorship, just holding on to the right ways of doing things. Learning things is much faster and nothing to lose in Kangen. That's a simple thing. I would always suggest today, like when we speak about as return on investment from the business point of it, Kangen is the only option what people should have when if they are looking at it from the business point of it. But in case from the health point of it, I think Kangen is a beautiful device. Maybe like during the course, like we will speak about like what is a product, what is the business about things. So that's about as myself. Suma, or back to you.
Yes, thank you, Chinapaji, for those brief talk on Kangen. So let us move in today. So बहुत लोग add हो रहे हैं. So just we have already welcomed Chinnappa. So to build on to the enthusiasm, to show us our love to Chinnappa, can we type 111 in the chat box? Every one of us, let us see how much we are hydrated. Let's move our fingers and let us participate today, because great value is going to be shared by Chinnappaji. Chinnappaji, chaliye. Top 500 amongst 1,40,000 plus energetic Indian distributors, and as a guest speaker in Panacea H2O Gold 44477. So how does it feel to be on top of the global celebrity distributor?
Yeah, Suma, just to answer this in a very, very brief way, like I just put across. See, the number speaks by itself. The number speaks by itself. So 130 crores is the population. 130 crores is a population, of which nearly around is 1,30,000 to 1,40,000 customers own this device. Of that, being there is one among the top 500 means a lot. Maybe I can look at as 500 among is 1,30,000 or 1,40,000, or maybe I can look at as 500 among as 130 crores. So maybe like now, if you look at that, you are somewhere around as 0.0001% of the total population. So it definitely gives us a good feeling. Okay, it gives us a good feeling. Why? Because somewhere like I feel I was the chosen one to be is among the top 500. So maybe like when we speak about is doing the destiny takes you forward there. So I always believe in Sri Swami Vivekananda, where he says the man, the maker of his own destiny. So maybe like somewhere everything fell in place and I decided to make it happen. So it is a wonderful feeling. Thank
Yes,
you.
Chinnappaji, as rightly said, it is among like 1 crore and 30 lakh people. Yes, though we may consider ourselves as a 0.001% also, but yes, you corrected me well. It is not in 1,30,000 plus. We represent India, and that too in all over India. You are on the top 500, and I'm very happy for that. So building up from here, let us move on to the next interesting topic, isn't it? So, how is the view from the top, Chinapaji? Because already, as you said, you are over there. So, from there, what is the top view? And how Energic as an global opportunity, besides being an exclusive home appliance and family total family solution for a well-being. So, how is that bird's view, that aerial view?
Okay, Suma, maybe you are put around as a question, and it has got its three subparts. So maybe answering is the first one, how does it look to be is on the top. A lot of people have heard the story, maybe in the corporate world, they say if you don't want to take any shit, you need to be sitting at the top. Okay, the story goes is there is a fox under the tree on the ground, and it looks up and sees the bird sitting on top and says how lucky these guys are there. Okay, but the bird only knows what is the effort it has taken to reach to that level. So when we speak about is the bird's eye view from the top, it always says that is you get is a very clear focused approach, provided you are focused and you are very clear in your thought processes. So in comparison to Energic or Kangen, very simple. Today, to be is one among the top 500. So it requires a lot of focus to be there. Because when I took up as Kangen as a business, I was very clear I had to make it happen. Okay, so there was nothing saying that, okay, I will try. If it works, it will happen. I tried, it didn't happen. Okay, I didn't leave it to somebody else to decide what should be is my future with Kangen. I decided for myself that I need to be is there. And today I should be very happy because I've been as associated with a lot of my teammates, okay, who have been as a support in growing. As a team, we always grow together. We always share. There's nothing called as a high or a low. Everybody feel we are all equal because everybody wants to be successful. In this journey to climb to the top, I think Venetia, especially with Shashi as guidance, I think it has helped me to grow up because the understanding, the knowing of the product, knowing of the business, understanding the attitude of people, working the right way. Okay, that bigger picture was shown by Shashiji, and thanks to him. That is the first thing, being on top. The second one is as a home appliances. So this is just because the Kangen is called as a mega trend product. What is a mega trend product? Okay, it's a product which is present today, but people are not able to see through it. Next 5 years down the line, every home will have that. So this is called as a mega trend. For example, maybe when the smartphones came or the smart TVs came in, or maybe you just remember the ATM withdrawing is your cash from the ATM. So initially when the machine was put across, okay, when the machine was put across, people were not comfortable inserting a card and taking their own money out of the machine. Why? Because people thought their money, a person from the other end only has to give it. Okay, so that was a mindset. I'm speaking about is somewhere around is 1996, 97. That's when the privatization of the banks happened, and that's when we started moving towards the machine currencies. But today, if you walk into the bank charges you. So the people have started moving from accepting the cash from a person to a ATM withdrawal. So this is a mindset change. Today, if you ask, everybody carries an ATM card, everybody is very comfortable in withdrawing the cash from the machine. So this is called as a mega trend product. Why? Because today people are not able to see the time they realize they get this educated on it or the awareness gets us much more, people will automatically come in. So this is the second one. And the third one is about the business. Okay. So Kangen as a kitchen equipment and Kangen as a business. As a business today, like when we speak about business, like I think I should be very, very focused because I'm getting into a business. So this is not a time pass business. Okay. So time pass in the sense is like there are a lot of us, like what happens is we say like I will come, I will try, if it works, I will go. Okay, so what happens, the chances of you being successful is hardly around is 1%, provided you're lucky. 99% you will be a failure. Why? Because that effort, or when you start your work towards this Kangen, you say like, if it works, it happens, let it. So very clear, like you're there with as a negative approach, you're starting with that. So for a Kangen, I think like you need to have is a very, very positive approach. Forget about this Kangen, anything in life, okay, anything in life. If you do not put a step forward, nothing will happen. You just tell me, if anybody has got a beautiful business without putting effort, I will be the first person to join you. You just give me one example or somebody, big people have great writers or authors have written down books. You just tell them, like, in case like if they say like, okay, there is a beautiful opportunity without you working, I think that should be scrapped. Okay, just a matter of time. So Kangen, as a business, it is, you have to put in your efforts. You should believe in the system. You should believe in yourself, and there should be a little bit of a hard work done. You should know like what exactly you're doing. So with this, back to Suma. Thank you, Suma.
Wonderful, wonderful, Chinappa sir. So as you said, bird view, aerial view से ज़्यादा जो bird नीचे हैं, उसको पता नहीं है कि कितना efforts डाले गए, कितना journey तय करना पड़ा इस माहौल पे पहुंचने के लिए. Yes, that's exactly right. So nothing comes for free and nothing comes easy in the life, because everybody sees the success, but they won't see the efforts and the pain undergone or the commitment and the consistency you underwent to reach that top 500. Fantastic, fantastic, Chinappa ji. And that mega trend product, wow. As I said, audience, ladies and gentlemen, I told you there will be one or the other thing new. So this is the mega trend product, is the new word that has been found today, at least for me. I have attended all Chinappa sir's talk shows and whatever the sessions taken, this word is new for me. So hope you have also recorded it. And coming to the people, Chinappa ji, when you spoke about the business, yes, it is. See, you would have been in conventional business, somebody is in conventional business, somebody is in corporate. So being in a government sector, let me put forward, I proudly say to people, I was assistant registrar, High Court of Karnataka, like class 1 gazetted officer. But when I joined, I was not that. So if I joined and within 1 or 2 years, if I wanted to be a gazetted officer, no, nobody gives you that. Of course, I had my consistency. I passed out the exams, and जो कि मेरे mother को 32 years lage being in Vidhan Saudha Secretariat, that is Karnataka Secretariat, to achieve that gazetted officer role. But I got it over a period of just 14 years. So that is again, you qualify and you merit and you put efforts. So conventional business में भी आप 1 बरस करते हैं, 3 दिन करते हैं, हफ्ते में 3 महीने करते हैं, and you can't give it up, right? So the consistency is the key, and putting efforts day by day is the success route. That is what we have understood from you, Chinappa ji. So moving further, like making it more exciting and meaningful to our audience, whom are distributors we have, and some new faces also I see in FB Live. A top leader can give some leadership insights for the successful energy career in terms of daily routines. So वो daily action क्या है जो हम एक अकाउंटेबिलिटी रख सकते हैं फॉर आवर वीकली एजुकेशनल सिस्टम को हम यूज कर सकते हैं, एंड देन हाउ टू टेक इट फॉरवर्ड, Chinappa ji?
Okay, thanks so much. So here, like I would like to just spend a little bit more time How many of you believe in luck? If you believe in luck, put luck or type luck. L-U-C-K. How many of you believe in luck? Okay. So thanks for responding. So we all believe in luck, that someday something big will happen to me. How many of you believe in that? Okay. But the luck is also waiting on the other side and saying, Chinnappa, you also do something for me, so that like I will also do something for you. I don't move, but expect the luck to do things for me. It doesn't happen. Okay. So this is where like I speak about is few things. Okay. Very, very clear. And I've got is 5 points for this. First one is a belief system. Second is like you need to have faith. The third one is something which is called as integrity. Okay. The fourth one is a discipline. Belief, faith, integrity, discipline, and the fifth one is something which is called as a consistency. Okay. So when you speak about as belief, in specific to his Kangen, you need to have the belief on the product and on the business. Over and above that, you need to believe in yourself that you can make it happen. That is what I mean by belief. I need to believe in myself. I need to believe in the product. I need to believe in the business. The second one, when I speak about is faith, I need to have the faith in the system. What I speak about as a faith is there are thousands of people who have walked this way, who have been as very, very successful. Nobody became successful by just walking that path. These guys have seen a lot of failures. But still like they went forward because the belief system was very strong. So you need to have the faith is on the system. So when I speak about as a system is you need to be is in touch, or you need to be is able to handle the things or in a good relationship with the person who has invited you into this business. And I'm speaking about is an active person, a person who is matured enough to handle certain things. Second one is on the faith. Now let's say, how do I build up as my faith? Today, like you have is such a beautiful system called as Panacea. Panacea is a faith building system. Look at the consistency like what Panacea runs. Every week, we've got a lot of programs. I attend all the programs. It is not that I know everything. I attend, there is something which I don't know, like I will learn from it. But a lot of people, they fail here is because the time they see is a demo, they feel like they are the water educators. They become so very intelligent as overnight after seeing the demo, and they start acting on it. And when you speak about this Kangen as a business, a lot of people think they know is this business about as Kangen. And they start doing their own ways of doing things. So when I speak about his faith here, these successful people, when they walk that path to whatever the levels they've achieved, they have done a lot of mistakes. When you get associated with these people, follow them, have faith in those people, they will guide you in saying that please do not repeat these mistakes because I have done those mistakes. Now, for example, let me say, when Chinnappa started with this, Chinnappa did around 100 mistakes to achieve a rank called as 6A. Now, like I've got this couple of people from my team here, like Kavya, Timu, Lata, Nisha, a lot of people are here. Now, I just take as an example of Suma. Suma joins me. When Suma joins me, she's got the belief on the system. She's got faith on me. But now, to see that Suma is successful, I will tell her these are the 100 mistakes what I did. You don't do it. Now, which means there is an experience of 100 mistakes which has been passed on to his Suma. Now, let's say Chinnappa achieved a 6A in 2 years of time. Now, with these 100 mistakes, Suma not doing it, her success has to be shortened. It has to be achieved at a much, much shorter space, maybe a year's time. Now, look at the beauty of this as a business. Now, Suma, when she did this, she did this additional 50 additional mistakes of her own. Now, there is a collective experience of 100 plus 50 mistakes. Now, when Suma gets or speaks about this business to her associates or the team partners, now Suma is an experience of his 150 mistakes. Now that 150 mistakes, when it goes to his Suma's associate, they don't have to repeat those same mistakes. So now, like Suma achieved a 6A in 1 year's time. Now Suma's associate should achieve it as at least in 9 months' time. This is how like we do it as a progressive. This is what we speak about as duplication. So a lot of us like we fail here because like we come with a fixed mindset of saying that I know things and I do it. This business requires a lot of things to be unlearned, learned, and relearning of things. Whatever I've done yesterday is over for yesterday. What is new, I need to get associated with that. So this is my second point is on the faith. The third one is called as, what is the third point I said is integrity. Okay, so what is integrity? So integrity is something either you like or you don't like. Whatever your heart says, you do it. Whatever your heart says, you do it. This specific with this Kangen, such a wonderful product. Okay, so there's something which is called as money also associated. That is a business part, a product and a business part. So today here, like I always would like to stress is speak about the product, speak about the health benefits to the prospects of your customers, rather than saying like, okay, if I sell this one machine, I get this 13,000, I get this 26,000, I get this 39,000, so on and so forth. Don't keep his money, keep the health, keep the well-being of the client of your client well-being in mind, and then you address them. So the acceptability is much higher. The time you start focusing on the money part, all the things will start falling down. Why? Because you become as impatient. You are not able to handle the stress levels like which happens. Because Kangen is a value-based selling. Until unless you are able to give value, never expect as a business to happen. Even if a business happens, we spoke about is luck. You are lucky. Okay, so this is the third one. The fourth one is called as discipline. So when we speak about as discipline, doing the same things is 100 times is called as discipline without deviating. How many of us do this religiously? When was the last time like you did as a demo? When you did the demo, were you independent enough to do it? Do you have as the demo kits with you? Or do you always depend on the upline saying that, okay, this guy will come, like he will take care of things? This is your business. A business needs its discipline. Just ask a question for yourself. When was the last time you gave a demo? In case if it is more than 24 hours, I think you're not serious about the business. Okay. So there's a very, very simple rule for this. The discipline is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what is this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? A lot of people, they say, like, I tried, it didn't happen. So this is a universal formula. If you call is 5 people, if you want is to prospect this, you got your 5 qualified prospects. Out of this 5, 1 person will not pick up the call. 4 people will pick up the call. When you speak to 4 people, 1 person says, I'm busy. You are able to speak to only 3 people. Out of the 3 people, 1 person says, I do not have time for the demonstration for that 1 hour session. So which means like he goes off. Then you're left with only 2 people. These 2 people agree for a demonstration. Out of that, on the day of the demo, the other guy says, oh, I totally forgot. There's only 1 demo what you give. When you call up as 5 people, you get is only 1 demonstration. So that's the reason when we speak about as 80-20 rule. So when I convert this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into is a 10. So which means out of the 10 calls, what you make, you get is only 2 demos. Out of the 10 demos, what you give, you get is only 2 sales. Out of the 10 sales, what you have done, you get is 2 people who will join you for the business. Out of the 10 people who join you for the business, you will get is 1 person who is serious in the business. Out of the 10 people who join you for the business, there will be 1 person who is smarter than you. Now, to get that 1 person who is smarter than you have to reverse calculate now. Can you do the reverse calculation? How many calls you should make to get this 1 person who is smarter than you?
100.
That is the business. That is this business. Okay, so you can do the calculations. The time is all yours. The last one is called as consistency. So discipline is doing the same things as 100 times. Consistency is doing it as every day, every minute, every hour. The time that you give a break. Now let's say like they say, I mean, I think I've heard about this things. They say like, you know, this hand pump to get the water.
Yes.
Okay, they say like you need to pump it as around as 20 times or 50 times to get the water out. Now, what I do is I go pump it up for around as 5 times, 10 times. The water doesn't come. Okay, I say just leave it. I just give a gap. After some time, again I come. The same formula works. I need to pump it as 20 or 50 times to get the water out. I still come and do it for us 15 times. I leave it. First time I tried for 10 times. Second time I did for 15 times. I give a break. Third time I come, I do it 25 times. The water comes out. Now here you understand. For the water to come out, there is a specific rule which has been put across. Said you need to pump it as 25 times. If I do it as only for 10 times, 15 times, water will not come because the rule says 25 times. Here we speak about the same consistency. Now let's say demo is the only thing for us to move this business forward. Consistency is like do a practice. I'm speaking about this. Speak about this Kangen on a daily basis. Show the demo on a daily basis. Close cases on a daily basis. Okay, so when I speak about it, showing a demo is basically something which is called, I relate to it as God. Okay, you all, whenever like we leave home, like we always join our hands and say a prayers, let my day be good. Okay, so today, like whenever I go for a demo, I always say, let this demo be good. Okay, so when I speak about that, one is like I'm spreading his health. Second one, when I spread his health with the good intentions, my bank balance is also swells. Okay, so these are the 5 points which I give us a lot of importance for this. This has got nothing to do with anything. The market is not good, people are not good, my mentor is not good, my upline is not good. These are all his reasons. If it is supposed to happen, it is you who can make it happen, provided you believe in the system. Okay, you believe in this. I've got a lot of experience. Like saying is the call is being fixed, the prospect is ready. Okay, so I decide, oh no, I've got some other work. I will cancel the meeting. Because these things don't work in a Kangen business or nothing in life. I mean, in life also it doesn't work. But in Kangen, be very specific because we are speaking about is a value-based product. We are not selling his groundnuts. Give value to whatever you're doing. Okay, so these are the few points which I just wanted to make it across.
Wonderful, wonderful, Chinnappa ji. So किन लोगों ने note किया? मैंने तो बहुत सारा चीज note कर दिया है. See, these are the things we get to hear from Chinnappa ji. And it's $1 million tips that you got it right now. The belief system, the faith, integrity, discipline, consistency. Wow. And that explanation comes from sheer his own experience and the learning. And it is not that somewhere you get it आप नहीं कर रहे हो. This is like walking the talk. and जो भी चिनप्पा sir से आता है, each word, let me tell you guys, each word values a lot. And जो भी वो कैलकुलेशन तो आप हर दम मुझे कभी कभार ये कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है कि आप ये हो क्या, इतना कैलकुलेशन रहता है आपके जब भी टॉक शो हो या मॉर्निंग सेशन हो. So all those calculations that you give us, that 5 4 3 2 1, yes, that has been a simple formula. Anybody and anywhere, whether he is a new distributor or seasoned, they can apply and move it forward. चिनप्पा जी, बहुत अच्छा nuggets था जो आपने share किया. And as a 60 leader, already you have a big team under you. So how strongly you recommend we need a system like Panacea, irrespective of any line of sponsorship, to participate, to go with the one world, the one family, energy. That is the tagline we have been chanting the day we became Kanganites. So how you let the people know about adapting to the education systems like Panacea abhi kar rahe hain. And also the next thing is to adapt the value-based philosophy that I told you, one world, one family, energy. That too, so far as we are on the 97th week. So what are your insights on this, Chinnappa ji?
Yeah, thanks, Suman. So the same thing, like when you speak about is 97th week, which means like this system is alive for the last 97 weeks. Simple. So 97 weeks means is how many years? It's almost completing this 2 years. Okay, that is 104 weeks. This is what we call as consistency. Okay, so a gratitude to its Panacea, gratitude to its mentor. Okay, so Shashiji. Okay, and why I express my gratitude to Shashiji is very, very simple. I didn't know Shashiji at all. It was during the third anniversary of Anagic. We met up in Mumbai. So how many years old is Anagic in India? That is 6 years old now.
6 years.
Last February, we completed a 6 years. So I met Shashiji on the third anniversary. And I should thank his Naveen for introducing me to Shashiji. So that is where, like, when we all met up, so there was a lot of thought process which was running in Shashiji's mind, saying that, like, okay, there should be some education system, there should be something like which we have to do it. Okay. And today, like when I speak about Shashiji, I don't belong to Shashiji's team at all. I am from a different genealogy. And we've got a couple of people here who are from a different genealogy. And today, hats off to Shashiji for creating a system called as Panacea. Okay, this system is an education system. It's a value-based system. So when we speak about it as a value-based, no hickory pickory, those things will not happen here. Okay, when I speak about this, because it's a very, very focused group, and we run this. That is, Shashiji is like Panacea runs this 2 days, like in a week. That is Friday, wherein like we have is 9 to 10 India time. So this is where like we have as the guest speakers. They speak about as the KANGEN journey. People come and share their experiences with you. And we have this on the Saturday also, like wherein there is a lot of value addition which happens for you, both on the product as well as on the business front. Okay, so when I speak about Shashiji's Panacea system, it also runs as a system early morning. That's called as a 3 a.m. club. Okay, and I always believe that what Shashiji says is 3 a.m. is a time for the billionaires, or maybe it's a trillionaires time. Today, like if you ask like how many people have seen us 3 a.m., I think like we are fast asleep. It's only the few people like who are, and that is what is called as value. So when you get up at 3 a.m., there should be something interesting at 3 a.m. That's the only reason why the 3 a.m. club works. And it is a very, very simple fix. All the people who have been is very, very successful in life start their day is very, very early. 3 a.m. club is making you come out of the comfort zone. That's the first thing. A lot of people, they do the business of Kangen within their comfort zones. So today, hats off to Shashiji. Okay, hats off to Aru and Suma for organizing this whole Panacea. And when we met up is that 3 years back, okay, we all came together and we started running these various systems. There was a lot of value additions which it gave. So 97 weeks, still Panacea standing tall. Okay, my request to each one of you present here, attend these sessions. Why attending these sessions are important is, if you ask me, okay, you cannot be successful is all the time. Okay, there are ways of looking at that. One is like when you're successful, whatever you do is always right. When you're not successful, you have to make things the right way. So what are the few things like which you can make the right way? Because like you cannot have the sale all the 365 days. So sometimes what happens, like your 15 days, like there's no sale, 20 days there's no sale, 1 month there's no sale, 3 months there's no sale, 6 months also there's no sales. Now like you start breaking down. So this is the time this Panacea supports you. Just hold on to Panacea. It will sail you through. It will help you to sail you through. Second one is, along with Panacea, read, update yourself with Kangen devices, the Kangen business. What is this water? What is molecular hydrogen? See, there are a lot of terms. Today, a lot of people say, okay, fine, selling machine. It's not selling machine. You're educating a person. Either he picks up, he doesn't pick up. Tomorrow, like whenever he starts drinking, he should start saying, oh, Chinappa, oh, Suma, oh, Thimaya, oh, Kavya. So this is how, like, they're not bought the machine, but they hesitate to drink their own water. That is the impact. What can happen in Panacea? If you attend this Panacea, this is what, like he should hit his head and say, oh, Chinappa. So I know, like today or tomorrow, he'll definitely pick it up. Okay. So these things have happened for me. When I joined this business, I'm just taking this.
ऊपर के वो पंखा ठीक कर दिए पंखा था
Sorry, 1 minute, I'll just see. Sorry, Chinappaji, please go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. See, when I speak about this, like when I started this journey, I'll just share a few things so that which is very personal. So I think maybe like a lot of people can relate with this. I saw this demo. When I saw this demo, it was pure basic science. It was basic science, and somewhere I could relate myself. Even today I tell these people, this is basic science about that alkaline color change or the microclustering and all those things, which alkaline definitely we have studied way back in around as a 5th, 6th standard. And today I tell people, I didn't understand then, but today like I understand it better because it was basic science. So during this period, when I started with this, I picked up this machine is just to say that like, okay, I and my family should stay healthy. Okay. Then within a span of around not more than 15 days, because I used to do a lot of traveling, untimely food, a lot of teas and coffees, the acidity was very high for me. So this water, I could see a huge change on the acidity front. Second one, the energy front. So these were the two things which made me think like there's something about this water. I did a lot of research. So maybe like something like what happens, I used to get back from work late in the evening and sit up till around 2 o'clock, just go through this YouTubes, go through this Googles. So went through the pros and cons during those that 15, 20 days of time. I spent a lot of time in educating myself. Then I said, like, if this water has got such a beautiful advantage, why don't I speak? So I thought like maybe like after living this for so many long number of years, I thought like there will be around 15 people who will pick up the machines from me. Because the company said by the time you do around 12th or 13th mission, your investment will be, you can get it back. So that was my intention, helping, promoting is a good product, but getting back my investment. So I said like 15 people, I know 15 people, I will just do that. But I decided for myself that every day I will give us one demo for the next 90 days. 90 days, 90 demos. You know, like what magic happened? All the 15 people whom I thought will pick it up, nobody picked up. Okay. But I was not concentrating is on the results, but I was concentrating on the 90 days, 90 demos. On the 47th day, I completed my 12 missions on the 47th day. At the same time, I started is supporting my teammates in cultivating the same habits. So maybe like within a span of that, within 90 days, like I think we were as a team, like we were around this 23, 24 machines within 90 days. So if this can happen, I'm speaking about this 5 years back, when nobody knew like what was Kangen. But today, like if you speak is about is Kangen, out of 10 people, at least around is 1 or 2 people, they know about Kangen. They've heard about this Kangen. Okay, so this is where I'm speaking about, because the times have changed. A mega trend is already started catching up. My only thing is, if not I, then there is somebody else who will touch these people. If not today, there is nothing called as tomorrow. Tomorrow is only a beautiful day. Whatever you are today, that is what we speak. And that's the reason why we call today a present. Present is there with us. Let us make it happen. Yes, Shimaji.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Chinappa sir. As you said, when something is not happening, जैसा हमारा कंगन है, back to origin. So go back to basics. So that is what is important, and that is how the educational, the systems like Panisha, it's to hold, irrespective of 0A to 6A, it has been imparting education and it has been spreading awareness. And wherever we go, as you said, sales doesn't matter, it happens. That is the impact that is you are going to create in the minds of the people as whom you are. Even I want myself to be recognized as a water educator, as a waterpreneur, and not as a salesperson. So if somebody asks me, I would not introduce myself as a distributor, because I say I'm not into sales, I'm not into marketing. This is the water literates that we are going to create through Panacea. And that is what the awareness you're going to create. Water, do we need to speak about water? Everybody knows about water. So what makes us stand apart from all these people? The 1 crore 30 lakh people in India, what we speak about. So what makes us different? That is the education, the awareness that we have got. Especially I'm platform, because this is where I got more enlightened, more educated. When Chinappa sir, who has been here for more than 6 years, is able to account it. Just imagine a newcomers like us, how much we are indebted to the system. So with all this, Chinappa ji, one last question from my side. Now that Panacea is truly global, as we have reached Dubai to expand, I would not say build, to expand our Kangen business. So what is your one positive message to all the Panasians and the energy community members?
Thanks, Suma. Suma, there's the company, Anagic, okay, Mr. Oshiro. So he speaks about as 3 things: true physical health, true mental health, and true financial health. These are the 3 things which is required for a person to sleep well in the night. Okay, not about to even to say success. So success, each person's definitions are different. If you get as good sleep, okay, so it means like a lot of times like it says like you are successful, because if these 3 things are not there, sleep will never come. Now, when we speak about this, Anagic has given the benefit of doing it as a global business. So when we speak about it as a global business, you being in India, you can be in Dubai, you can be as in US, you can be in Australia, you can be as all across, because we've got around us offices spread across 40 offices spread across 28 countries. Okay. So all these places you can always build up, or like you can always have as the opportunity to build up at a new place. But now the main thing is, how do we go and touch this global aspect? Now, like we have is Venetia. Venetia, till the 95th week, it was catering to the Indian. It was Indian. Okay. Now today, the last 2 weeks, today is 97th. The last 2 weeks, Venetia is gone as global. So what do you mean by is going global is, as Suma said, it is expanding of the business. It is not like doing is a business. Okay. So expansion of a business, maybe like Suma, nothing to hurt your things. See, end of the day, back of the mind, the numbers matters. How much sales? Simple. Okay. How much ever like we speak, end of the day, like it is a thing, because like it is always like it is driven with numbers. So today with Venetia being at the as a global partnership, like it has been a stake, it is going as a lot of places, because today, see today, like I'm very happy to see that like I am a guest speaker sitting in Mysore, Suma is sitting in Dubai, Shashiji is in Dubai, okay, and we got as people like where we get connected from us all across. Going to us Dubai, from there is always a saying, Dubai connects to the world. Okay, India connects to the states, Dubai connects to the world. So that is a cosmopolitan, truly highly cosmopolitan, wherein like you have got as people from as different walks of life. Now just look at this. Venetia is operating from its Dubai. You get is one connection in Philippines. You get is one connection in US. You get is one connection in Italy. You get is one connection in UK. You get is one connection in Australia. You get is one connection in Honolulu. There also we have. Okay. So this connection can take us places. So Venetia is truly a global. And today, just look at us like tomorrow, like you don't be surprised. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks of time, you will have a lot of these white people also attending the shows. Okay, a lot of these white people is coming in. Nothing against, I'm not a racist, nothing against the color. So I'm speaking about is the foreigners also will start coming in. So let us all be as global, so that like we can always like exchange things and take it up forward. So I think like with Shashiji at the helm, I think definitely is always is in a focused way. Okay, because like it is not that he plans for a day, he is definitely is planning it for his future. So for the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, I think like there's big things to happen with Venetia. With definitely with KANGEN alone, like it is difficult, but you need to have is a support system, and support system is Venetia. I think like it is a beautiful educative system. You don't have to go anywhere. You just take care. Magic will happen. Yeah, Sumaji.
Thank you, Chinnapaji. As you said, and I quote, success, definition of success is different for different people. And that is where we stand today at Dubai, imparting and continuing this wonderful system of Venetia. And with this, we come to the end of the show. So the audience forum is open now. Chinnapaji is available for everyone for the next 8 minutes. So जो भी आपके questions है, please feel free to ask him, because this is the time you get more nuggets. जब वो last minutes होते हैं, those are the most precious minutes. जैसे कि शाहरुख खान बोलते हैं, ये 15 मिनट, ऐसा ये 8 मिनट है आपके पास. Just go ahead. You can type your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask the legendary Chinnapaji about any doubts or any clarification you wanted on business of KANGEN, or on whatever Chinnappa told for these last 48 minutes.
Thank you, Sumaji, for allowing us to ask genuine questions. Chinnappa bro, I have a question for you. Because right now I'm a student sitting in front of you. I'm listening to the CEO, a global CEO called Chinnappa. So my simple question to you, like an ordinary student, we all are ordinary. It is thanks to Enagic, the water project that has made us extraordinary. and legendary. So thank you, Mr. O. Wherever you are, we are about to celebrate 48th anniversary of Enagic. One man's vision. 48 years back, who would have thought Enagic would grow in such a big stature into a billion-dollar company, more than 18 lakh customers, happy customers worldwide, spread across 172 countries, offices in more than 30 to 40 locations, 23 countries. Wow, wow, and wow. How many of you would really like to own a global business? Please type Kengen, because Kengen is truly a global business for all of us. So Chinnappa bro, question for you. Let us say we join with energy, we join with excitement, we all join with enthusiasm. And when we look at the presentations are designed in such a way that it is made very simple and easy. You know those figures, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 10 sale, 15 sale, direct sale, indirect. It looks so easy. But after putting in all the efforts for 3 months and 6 months, when we don't see results, when we don't see conversions, that is this hardcore feeling and pressure from the family, friends, relatives, that nothing is happening. And you are dry in your pockets also. So all the more difficult to travel, difficult to communicate, convert, our conviction is low. What would be your leadership advice? How to gain back yourself into momentum phase?
Yeah, thanks, Shashiji. I think like today, am I audible? You can hear me?
Yeah, a little low.
Little low. Okay.
Yeah.
Shashi, my simple thing is today. It is not that like Chinnappa is always like on a high. Chinnappa also is a human being. He is also at a low sometimes. Okay.
Okay.
So when I speak about it, is like you miss those links. So you're missing out those links, and things are not working in your favor. Okay. See, there are 2-3 ways. Like I say, like, I don't work so that the results also don't work in my favor. That is the first. First thing is like I am not working, the result is not working. Second one is I am working, but the results are not falling in place. Now, a lot of us like we face this problem here. We are working, but we are not seeing the success. So this point of time is only we have to believe is on myself. That self-motivation has to be is there. I have to is keep pumping myself. So what are the things like I need to do to move this? Because this period is not constant. It changes. It changes. How fast I can change is only in my hands. So what are the things like a person should do when the things are not working in his or her favor during these low times? First thing is get back to your basics. Spend some time in reading books. Spend some time in enhancing your knowledge through Google, through YouTube, somewhere like wherein like the information what you gain should be is helping you out to grow from this level to the next level. Third one, reach back to your books. You would have done a lot of this prospectings. You would have written down your name somewhere. You would have given your demos long time back. Just wake those people up. Every time the news, it is not mandatory that it should happen from a new prospect. It can always happen from as a previous prospect to whom we have shown a demo. See, a lot of us, like what we do is a mistake is we forget, like we don't even turn yesterday's page. We always want to approach new people and get a sale there. It is very easy because you have already shown a demo. So 60-70% of the work is done. Now, like you've not met up with him for the last 6 months, 1 year's time. Now you go back because like you are a person going with this more information when compared to his 1 year back. So now like you are always at a higher position now. When you can converse with him. So now like you go with his experience of 1 year. So it is very easy because like he's always thinking about Chinnappa for the last 1 year. But it is only that you have to strike it up. My simple thing is these are the 3 things like what you have to do. Get back to your basics, read books, enhance your knowledge, get back to your previous demos, what you have given. And the 4th important thing is to stay focused. Please attend this Friday, Saturday shows of Panesia. It will hold you back. These are a few things.
That was fantastic feedback, Chinnappa bro. Right steps to be taken, getting back to basics when your chips are down. And probably by experience, we can always say most of the people, they digress. They don't go back to the systems. They feel the sales is outside. Actually, the real sales is inside. When we start learning, attending, like today's session, how many of you got value? If we got value from Chinnappa bro's suggestion about system, about belief, about faith, about integrity, discipline, commitment, everything. So when we come to these systems, we get values from leaders who are right on the job and task made easy. Thank you, Chinnappa bro. I'm humbled, gratitude for this knowledge sharing, what you have done. Back to Suma. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for that. And it is this humbleness of yours that makes us to follow you being a student. You call yourself student and still your learning process. I don't think it can come to an end, because trust me, guys, I'm with him 24/7 now. And one of the other things Shashi sir is reading and educating himself. That is a wow, sir. Thanks. And Madan, yes, Madan has raised his hands. Madan, yes, the next 2 minutes is yours, Madan.
No, 2 minutes won't be enough because it's an ocean from Chinnappa. Okay, so please request, don't put a time constraint. People who want to have value, please stay. I might request, humble request, okay, because the question is very important, even for you, Suma, for you to take on. Okay, I'm just putting in insisting way, bro. Okay, I'm just pulling up. I'm going to rob us, nuggets today. Okay, bro. Now the thing is, Chinnappa, bro. Now there are two things. Okay, two questions, but I'll put it in the very great nugget. First thing is what we learned in EKW, that is in the essential Kangen workshop, that our family and friends will be the first source of negativity. You could have seen that. Okay, so now my question is based on prospecting. What do you feel that we should more focus on the existing list? Usually network marketing, what is it? Like go list banao, list banao, list banao. Okay, when you write it on any list, it will be always your known people only first. And we know how the known people perspective look at us. So what is better in order to go for the fresh market, which is about new people, in order to go to the open market? Okay, where, because our business is more of relationship built. Okay, people need to have faith and trust. It is not that easy initially. There are people, like of course price constraint and whether this guy, I don't know this guy, a new constraint. So which is better, to go for a new prospect? Go for a fresh blood, or for an existing, like known people? This is one. Second thing is, usually now the trend is going on, most of the people are going on online prospecting. Okay, so now in terms of online, like of course, so I'm not good at an online prospect. Really speaking, I'm an old guy method, okay, who go directly meet people one-on-one, usually typical, because now there are so many things which is coming up in online, go Facebook and all this, build a prospect from there. What do you feel in these two? I'm just putting both the questions in one thing for, in order for you to get the nuggets. Request your nuggets on this, please.
Yeah, thanks, Madan. Madan, like it's very, very simple. Okay, I am who I am. Okay, I am who I am. I cannot change. Correct? That's the first step. Second one, when I got married, okay, my wife didn't know is cooking.
Sorry?
So one day, like there was too much of salt. The next day, there was too much of his chili. The third day, like both the things were not there. I got adjusted. And today, she is a beautiful person, like who can cook his best of the best dishes. Why I mentioned about this is, Madan, very simple. See, a lot of times, like what happens is, this is for everyone. We come into his Kangen with a perceived notion saying that I know everything about his Kangen. Okay, and we go and approach a person outside. Now, like knowing everything about his Kangen is in two ways. I am literally educated on Kangen. I know in and out of Kangen. I know like what is molecular hydrogen. I know what is ionization, what is hexagonal things, what is alkalized, what is all the things I know. There is other person who's picked up the machine. He doesn't know, but his belief system is there on his upline. There are two situations. Now, in case like if a person who knows everything, for him, a known prospect or an unknown prospect is the same. Whereas when a person who is not fully aware, but dependency is there. He is learning the systems. It is always better like you approach a person who is known to you, wherein like you have is a credibility, wherein like when you walk to his place, the doors are open. Even if you make a mistake, you can always go back to him the second time. See, this is not only with Kangen, with everything as a business. There's always, because there's nothing called as a right, nothing called as a wrong. Why people ask you to do as a list is very, very simple. Why? Let's say I've been asked to do is 100 names. I make is a 100 name list. Now, this 100 names, if I want to be very successful, I can call up as one person every day for the next 100 days. Or I can call up as 10 people for the next 10 days and finish my 100. Or if I'm very hungry, I can finish my 100 calls in a single day. See, why I'm speaking about is like the list is very, very important for a person who is new to this business, who has been his handheld. So like there is a direction for it. But today, Madan, like for you and me, after spending some time, we know that in and out of this. Okay. So now today, even like if Madan is kept in front of a tree, he can make the tree talk. Correct, Madan?
Yeah, of course.
So it's very simple. So today, like Madan knows like what he is speaking, and his agenda is very clear. Whereas with a new person who is joined in maybe as a 0A, 1A, or 2A, he still like doesn't know like what exactly has to be spoken. There is where the handholding comes in. So now like what happens is like there are different categories of people. One is the known circle and the other one is the unknown circle. Known circle, there are three things. First one is your family members. Second one is your friends and association. Third one is your clubs and the employment, all those things. So all these three people, when you speak about is your list making, family, you have two ways of looking at it. One is the other people have not accepted me as a networker. My family members have not accepted me as a networker. They look down upon me. Maybe like it is only a presumption like what I'm carrying in. Second one, I am at a different level altogether. Whatever I say, the family members will always pick it up. I need to position myself in the right way. When I make a list, I should know like where exactly I'm targeting. So this is what we speak about. The list making is only a suspect. I need to qualify my prospects. That is where like Madan, Suma, as leaders, like we need to be able to handle them. Prospecting your suspect, converting your suspect into a prospect. So there are different ways. Like you should have is, see, it is not only knowing their age, family size, phone number, income and all. It is this person's relationship with him. Where is, how like the other person perceives this person when he puts across as something. And what is this person giving the position to the presenter? So there is a huge thing because this is all is psychology. The time like you start handling psychology, like the results can be is much quicker. The 80-20 ratio can be is got down to around is 60-40. Otherwise, like what happens, even like if you do is 10 calls, also no sales will happen. I mean, that is where like a lot of people are facing the problem. A lot of people are facing the problem because they are giving these demos, but it is not happening. There is some magic which is not working. There is some connectivity which is not happening. But I always feel, Madan, for you, either a known or unknown, like it doesn't matter. But for your team, like who is new, for him, like list making is mandatory. That's where like it's a measuring thing. You can always like give that gentleman some work on a daily basis. Otherwise, like he doesn't know like what exactly he is doing, and he will start doing his own things, like which will be always on the reverse side. But then hope like you understood like what I just wanted to put across.
Chinappa bro, thank you. All okay. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, Lavi, for more than 2 minutes to my youth. Because this is why it is not a 2 minute ka sawal nahi hai, because this is a vast area, you know, prospecting, list building, new people, whole, you know, I mean, I really request the Penicia, you know, like of course, in order to have more insights about in future, so that, you know, it becomes rather than, you know, like just spending time on demo, but rather than qualifying prospecting today is much more needed. First of all, rather than, you know, like just going on everybody, chalo demo deke jao, kuch nahi ho raha, kya ho raha, pata nahi. Rather than, you know, like what you said is add to. Thank you so much. Really, it was what I got it. You know, like you really hit the nail that for the new prospect, very superbly said, really out of a large, like many of years experience, the new person, why he should go for the known people, that thin line, you really explained it well. Thank you so much, Chinnappa. Gratitude to you. Thanks, Suma. for
Thank you,
allowing for more
Madan.
than-
Thank you. Thank you, Madan. And thank you, Chinnappaji. Those nuggets were the icing on the cake. And as you say, yeah, the hand holding is required. And Chinnappa sir has been mentor of Panacea, and always he is available at request. And of course, everybody has a schedule, and anything and everything, it could be clarified with Chinnappa sir and the others on the Phoenician platform. So hope everyone knows it. But when we are on a platform, yes, we have to stick to the timings, and that's how it is. This has been a wonderful session, Chinnappa ji. जब भी आपको सुनते हैं कि ये नहीं जाता, like दिल नहीं भरता है, and it is like let it go, like we have so many doubts, and let us hear. We still, I go back to the boot camp time that you used to take session and everybody loved it like anything. So ये journey तो चलता रहेगा, and ये कारवां तो बनता रहेगा, because Panacea, once it hits 100 weeks, yes, we are here for 1,000 weeks also. So with this, Chinnappa ji, yes.
Yeah, Sumaji, I'll just take this half a minute.
Please.
I just want us to thank us everybody on the show for taking your time out, okay, and being present for this session, okay. And I've got a couple of my teammates also, like thanks to each one of you for being present. And most important is thanks, Suma, for hosting the show. You have been a wonderful host. And my gratitude always gets extended to us, Shashiji, Ganesha, Arun, all the very best. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So I request everybody to come on video, please, because we are at the 97th week and we are going to be sooner, like on 100th week. So come on, faster. Everybody, I want everyone on the videos. Yes, Falgunji, Anandji, Ajay, jaldi, let us take a beautiful, smiling, antioxidant, alkaline pictures of us with the Kangen water. Yes, Madan, can you please help me with the screenshot? Thank you.
Just one sec.
Yes,
Suma, I
yes,
think
we are
I-
waiting for your green signal.
Yeah, morning to ठीक है now. Just one sec. Just change all the
काव्या,
settings.
बिंदु जी, आ जाओ. मदन जी फोटो निकाल रहे हैं.
एक मिनट यार, गैलरी मोड में मुझे पूरा सेटिंग बदलना है. यस 16 ना 4 हाँ आ गया. एक मैं भी आ गया.
अभी आइंदा मदन फोटो के लिए भी रेडी
हाँ,
रखो.
हो गया चलो हो गया.
जैसे
हो गया.
सवाल
Thank you,
कैसे रेडी रखते हो वैसे.
Thank you all. Seeing off from Dubai. This is Suma Gowda, your host for tonight, and a happy weekend, all of you. Stay tuned for Panasian. And tomorrow there is a great thing happening, that there is a training program in the Energetic Dubai office, and it will be live streamed also. And ye bhi rahega,
Change of
Yeah.
timing.
टाइमिंग प्लीज नोट कीजिए, ये 7:30 से 8:30 9:30 तक है. सो टुमारो, क्योंकि यहाँ 5 PM to 7 PM तक है.
6:30. Hello, Suma. 6:30 India time.
6:30.
Please send the post and message, no? As usual.
Yeah. It will be
We'll
blast
also post on
everywhere.
FB.
India time 6:30 to 8:30.
8:30. So let us all see the live streaming of the first ever training session that has been taken by the Panasians. Okay. Good
In
day.
Dubai office.
Shabakar.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.